Alright, so as we saw, the first part that we're going to do is to create some Azure resources. If we have a look at we're going to do, if it wants to cooperate, okay. So first we'll navigate to the Azure portal. We'll create a new resource group. After that, we're going to create a web application in the resource group. And last but not least, we're going to add a web registration. So I'll hit Control. I want to navigate. Okay, fine. So first of all, I have to make sure I'm in the right directory. No, so I have to be on my NPN account. Done. Okay, so on the left side, at resource groups, we can add a new resource group. I already have one because I tested it before. So I'll call this Microsoft Teams tab off, and then to make certain that it's unique, oh wait, I'm not allowed to do that because it's a trademark name. No, Micro Teams tab off. It's still available, so I'm lucky. And since I'm living in the Netherlands, I'll put it on Europe West, Europe. Okay, review, create, fine by me, create it. Okay, so it's basically instantly. So if we go to the resource group, we can see, okay, it's there. Next, we're going to add an app. And if we press the add button, it'll ask us some questions like which resource group do you want to use. So I say the micro teams tab off that we just created. I want it to be in there. The web name, I call it Teams off, which probably would not be allowed. Oh, I'm lucky. Runtime stack .NET Core, no problem. Since we're using JavaScript, you can do anything. The region will be the same as just now, West Europe for me. And it creates a plan which is a standard one, which is fine. It's not too expensive, but since it's really just a JavaScript application for testing, I'm going to put it to a F1 and I say apply. Seems like there are no errors, so if we say okay, review and create, then it is going to work. Yeah, alright, create. And this will take some time. Depending on your internet connection, it can take like 30 seconds to a few minutes. In the meanwhile, we're just going to the app registration. It was the last part. So let's do that. If we go to Azure Active Directory, there is a link called app registrations. And this is basically saying like I will allow my organization to log in from the app that we just created. We'll put some details of the app registration in our application so that it knows how to verify that we want to have that application with this app registration. And we'll get there once we start coding, so don't worry. The name that we want to use, I call it MS Test Video Authentication for Tabs. Might not be the best name, but at least I know which one I have to delete later on. In this case, I'm gonna go with a single tenant. I only have one tenant, so I can't actually do like a multi-tenant application, but the one that we're actually using in our production, there is a multi-tenant application. You could say, okay, after you log in, where do I have to redirect to? We'll come back to this later. I'm not really too certain yet what our link would be, because just now it wasn't finished creating it yet. So I hit register, and this is your client ID. Make sure you copy it. You will need it later. And we have to go to authentication and say I want to have access tokens. I also always do ID tokens. I actually don't really know the difference. I would have to look into that, but it doesn't really hurt to put on both. Then I'll say save. Alright, just now I saw that our resource for was done. So if I go down, this is my web app. Sorry. And we navigate to there, we can see that, okay, we have like a basic website. Now we can copy this, the URL, and we will go back to the app registration. So I have to go back here, Azure Active Directory, app registration, app registrations, okay. And there we have the MS test video authentication for tabs. And over there under authentication, I will now add the reply URL. And we'll come back here later because we still have to go to some other pages which must be allowed, but it will be premature to do that right now because it wouldn't make any sense. So once we get there, we're going to have a look how we're going to do that. Alright, that concludes our Azure setup. Next up, we're going to set up Azure DevOps, so stay tuned.